Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the flight deck, Captain Wilson speaking. Firstly, on behalf of all our crew, I'd like to welcome you on board this Flawless 195 World Tour service from Sofia to Skopje. This is flight 022 of 209. If this is your first flight with us today, then we do advise that you watch the route explainer video before you take to your seats. However, if you are a returning viewer, then we do recommend that you subscribe to the channel before departing the aircraft today. As you can see, it is another night flight. Literally just, well, it's quoting us 13-minute flight time. Now, that's not going to be the reality because I have changed the approach in because it was asking me to do some sort of weird 180 thing to get the glide slope into the ILS. I've edited that, and so I reckon we're talking 20 to 25 minutes, even with the slight detour that I've factored in. So literally... one of the probably shortest flights on the entire tour. I thought, let's just get it done now. So yeah, I don't know how high we're going to get in terms of altitude. Probably not much over 20,000 feet, I wouldn't imagine. But I'll play it by ear, play it by experience, and see how high we get before we have to start coming down. Actually take off, and then I'll be looking at trying to descend. But yeah, literally a 20 to 25 minute flight. If it's half an hour, it's gone on too long. So literally a hop over the border. I know I seem to say that every flight, but yeah, literally a hop over the border, heading southwest from Bulgaria to North Macedonia, if you want it country by country. Anyway, with that being said, now we'll now begin our in-flight entertainment, which today will be the music of North Macedonia. This was the first playlist that I found difficult to come across on YouTube. I think it is traditional North Macedonian music. There was no current North Macedonian playlist, so I don't think they've got hits, regular hits coming out every day. I dread to think what this is going to be, but listen, we're all about the variation on Flawless 195. You never know what you're going to get music-wise. It is the music of North Macedonia tonight, so enjoy it. With that being said, if you have any questions regarding the Flawless 195 World Tour, then please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the section below. Finally, I'd just like to say thank you for choosing Flawless 195 today. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you, and enjoy the flight. Okay, North Macedonia, here we come in the middle of the night. Hopefully the runway lights work and we do this as safely as possible. But yeah, like I say, last word on it. It is an unusual final approach. I'll see how the reality of that plays out. But whilst I was setting up the flight, it did look slightly obscure, to say the least. Pulling some mad 180 turns into the runway on final descent, but we'll see how it plays out. I might have to rely on the 500 hours of experience I've got to get this one down. But yeah, enjoy the flight. Thank you. Here we go. Hey, Macedonia has entered the chat. Come on, Macedonia. North Macedonia. South, east, west. I don't know where you're at, but this is north. Oh my god, I can't have this on loud. Listen, half volume, but this is just an experience. What an experience.
Sofia Tower, Flawless 195 IFR to Skopje, ready to copy.
Flawless 195 is cleared to Skopje Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 122.75 squawk 6164.
Flawless 195 cleared to Skopje Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 122.75 squawk 6164.
Flawless 195, read that correct. Contact ground on 118.1. Good day.
Sofia ground flawless 19er flight with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Flawless 195, taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 via taxiway Alpha flawless 19er flight.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. but on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and clip it together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in
Sofia
the
Tower
in-flight
Flawless
magazine.
195 at
We
runway
hope you
27
have
ready
a
for departure
great
IFR
flight.
to Skopje.
Flawless 19 altimeter 29er decimal 85, wind 275 at 11. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Flawless 195.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Flawless 1905, contact Sofia Center on 122.75. Good day.
122.75 Flawless 195. Goodbye. Sofia Center Flawless 195 is at 3,000 feet climbing 12,000 feet.
Flawless 195, Sofia Center altimeter 29er decimal 85 radar contact. Continue to name it.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 flawless 1905.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt this fantastic music, but yeah, what I've decided to do is level out at 25,000 feet now. As ATC is telling me, I could have gone up as high as 32,000 feet, something like that. Leveled out and then started coming back down, but I feel like it's worth, even though it's slower, I feel like it's worth just cruising at 25 for another 10 minutes or so, and then getting into the descent. I have just been scouting how, you know, this is a more mountainous, seems a bit extreme, but it's a more hilly area of Europe, and that worries me because I can't see a thing. Now, it doesn't look too severe. The elevation, which is the word I'm looking for, the elevation into the approach doesn't look crazy, but it's also not flat, and we're in the middle of the night. So I'm not loving this situation, if I'm being honest, and I think if I was in the second half of the tour, there'd be no chance I'd be even risking this. I think, you know, I reckon we'll be all right. I reckon we'll be okay, but I don't love it. I don't love that it's not completely flat, and that's something that I should have foreseen, because coming into Bulgaria wasn't completely flat either. I had to sort of dodge, duck and dive over over a mountain ridge coming in, so I should have known that this is a slightly more mountainous region than we've come across around Eastern European section of the tour. So that being said, we should be fine. It doesn't look too extreme, but I'm slightly worried. So, well, like I say, we should be completely fine. But yeah, the plan is just to cruise at 25,000 feet for another, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then start our descent in. See, it's telling me I go up to 34,000 feet, which I could have done easily. It turns out I could have gone all the way as high as 34, but I've decided 25, call it quits, cruise about for a bit at 25, and then start our descent, a cautious descent, with this slight sort of elevation that's going on. As you can see in the VFR map, top right, obviously the more brown that is, the higher. So over here we have got some mountains. This is definitely mountains here. So the darker green, the flatter it is. So it's actually not too bad. We're sort of in a valley on final approach there, but I'm worried about this little U-turn section. I'm worried specifically about this part of the flight. Once we turn around, we're sort of in a valley here. Well, the thing is, during the day, it wouldn't be an issue at all, because if it were too low, I'd just see the mountain coming and fly over the damn thing. But I don't think this is a mountain. I think this is just slightly more elevation than this. So it shouldn't be an issue. But this here is the part that I'm slightly worried. I wonder, actually, thinking about this right now, and I've just literally had this thought right now, is I wonder whether to manually fly the plane and do a sort of come down to here and then across here like this, and then just manually come in like that. That might be a smarter move, actually, because we're in the middle of the night. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, actually. I think I'll start the descent now and do that. I'll come down to here, disregard this completely, and just cut across, because I know, because this is a valley, you can even see the river there, and just cut in there, come across. I might even come across, follow the river there, and then join it there at SKJ70. Join it there. That might be the plan. Right, I might just manually fly it. Manually flying it might be the safest way to do this. I am sort of regretting the decision I sort of thought, oh, let's get it done now. It's only a 20-minute flight. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Anyway, I'll better start the descent. My God, this music is the worst on the tour so far by a mile. This is atrocious. Turn it up. Right, okay. I've got a plan. Let's do it. Sorry, I couldn't deal with that one any longer. Oh God, this sounds exactly the same. No, I'm not binning it off. I'm not binning it off. Listen, every country deserves its moment in the sun on Flawless 195 World Tour. It's Macedonia's turn. It's only going to get one turn. God, this is the worst by a mile. Right, I think that's enough of the music because I've got to manually fly the plane anyway. I need to concentrate. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, North Macedonia, but this is just tragic. Right. Okay, time to take autopilot off and fly this thing in. This is a bit dangerous, a bit risky, this. It is what it is. I've committed to it now. I could turn around and go back. No. No, let's try and do it.
120.3. Good day.
120.3 flawless 195. Goodbye. Skopje approach flawless 195 is at 11,700 feet climbing flight level 340.
Flawless 195 Skopje approach altimeter 29.83 radar contact. Continue to Papa Echo Papa. Flawless 195 climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290 flawless 195.
Flawless 195, you are 17 miles south. Climb and maintain flight level 180. Expect ILS runway tree for approach via Sierra Kilo Juliet transition. Cleared to Sierra Kilo Juliet. Flawless 195 climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree for approach via Sierra Kilo Juliet transition. Cleared to Sierra Kilo Juliet flawless 195.
Flawless 195 descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet flawless 195.
Flawless 195 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet flawless 195.
Flawless 195 descend and maintain 3,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,600 feet flawless 195.
Flawless 195, you are 11 miles south of Skopje. Contact Skopje Tower on 118.5 when inbound.
Tower on 118.5 flawless 195. Skopje Tower flawless 195 10 miles south inbound ILS runway tree 4 approach.
Flawless 195 Skopje Tower. Altimeter 29.85 when 295 at tree. Cleared ILS runway tree 4 approach.
Overspeed.
Cleared ILS runway tree 4 approach flawless 195.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Flawless 195 when tree 05 at 7. Cleared to land runway tree 4.
Clear to land runway tree 4 flawless 195.
Okay, so just a quick update from the flight deck. I have initiated the go around. We were way too high. I tried to nosedive it in for a couple of minutes, but yeah, it's never happening. I was way too cautious as well. The elevation was nothing. There was no mountains to be heard of. It was all in my head. I was at 9,000 feet when I should have been at 3,000 feet. You know, I had in the, you know, it was all in my head. There was mountains below us, and I didn't want to fly into any. The reality was there was no mountains. Now, hopefully there is runway lights approaching it from the other side. I didn't see that there was, but yeah, let's try go around, approach it from the other side, from the north, and let's have another look at this. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. This tonight. This was a mistake. But now we're flying about. I've got to deal with it. Deal with the situation. So bear with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Skopje Tower Flawless 1905 is going missed.
Flawless 1905, contact Skopje, approach on 120 decimal tree. Good day.
120 decimal tree Flawless 1905. Goodbye. Skopje approach Flawless 1905 is missed approach at Skopje.
Flawless 1905, you are 2 miles north. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway tree for approach via Sierra Kilo Juliet transition. Cleared to Sierra Kilo Juliet.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway tree for approach via Sierra Kilo Juliet transition. Cleared to Sierra Kilo Juliet Flawless 1905.
Flawless 1905 climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Flawless 1905.
Oh my god. I thought we were done for. I don't know how. I mean, the runway lights came into view at the last. I didn't even know where the runway was until we were a couple of hundred feet off the ground. I was literally a second away from putting my foot down and going again. Literally a second. It was completely pitch black. In fact, I could see the blue lights of the taxiway and no runway. I was like, well, for a second I was like, well, do we just land it on the taxiway? Because at least I can see where that is. I was thinking, this is just blackness. I could just be landing in a field. Oh my god, that was completely stupid, that whole affair. That whole flight was completely stupid. We're down on the ground by sheer dumb luck. Sheer dumb luck there. This is a massive wake-up call. You know, I can't just be dipping about in the middle of the night when I don't know the terrain. It's as simple as that. That's what this flight represents. We're down safely. The world tour continues out of sheer dumb luck. You know, this is absolutely barbaric. To tell you the truth, absolute stupidity. We're alive. The world tour continues. The plane is in one piece, but that's as close to failure as I want to come. And to be honest with you, as the flights go on, I'll become more and more risk averse. And you know, we had a dodgy landing into Belgium. I think that was the 4th or 5th flight, and then from there on I thought, yeah, I need to behave myself. Now recently I've been dipping about in the middle of the night and getting away with it and just doing cheeky flights at night. This is a wake-up call. If I'm not sure on the terrain and I don't know it's completely flat, forget it. Forget it. I should have waited till tomorrow morning, late morning tomorrow to do this. I thought, oh, I'll get it done now. It's only 20 minutes, be up and down. I then ended up being massively anxious about hitting a mountain in the pitch black. So I was 9,000 feet in the air on final approach. Tried to nosedive it in, that failed. Loop round, nearly. The terrain was getting dodgy when I was looping back round for the go around. I was thinking, don't we hit a mountain on the go around? Luckily, we didn't. Then I couldn't even see anything on the second attempt coming in, and I'm coming down. I'm seeing the things going 700 feet, 500 feet, 400 feet. I'm thinking I can see a taxiway, but I can't see the runway. And then the last second, literally the last second, the lights came in to view. Some weird glitch going on again. The lights come into view when I'm 200 feet off the ground. And I was literally, like I say, a second away from aborting it completely and going round again for a third time. But the lights just came into view. I thought, whoa, yeah, you know, this is on. You know, I was literally 300 feet off the floor. The lights come on. I think, oh, go on then, we can do this. Just about leveled it up, got it straight, bang, down. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, man. The world tour, by the skin of its teeth, continues. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to, hang on, I had to Google how you pronounce it.
Skopje.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skopje Airport, North Macedonia. Local time is 1:05 in the morning. And outside air temperature is 20 degrees. I would now like to ask you, please, keep your seatbelt fastened. Mate, have I even had the seatbelt signs on? Seatbelt signs off the entire time. Adrenaline junkie mode. Oh my god. Listen, this, I could have thrown it all away. I'm 10% into this thing. I could have thrown it all away right there and then tonight. I could have thrown it all in the bin at 10%. Oh my god. Anyway, we've survived. The bottom line is, look at that. The plane's in one piece. We're down. You know what I mean? Count your, you know, that's if I was a cat, I've lost a life. If it's a world tour, it's a wake-up call. But yeah, we are 10% through this world tour. Jesus wept. Anyway, if you have enjoyed flying with us today, with the seatbelt signs off, with two extremely dodgy approaches, you know, then please do drop a like on the screen in front of you now. Oh god, you gotta love it. And if you are getting a connecting flight to Tirana, Albania, then please make sure to receive all notifications. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on the next flight. Finally, on behalf of Phillips 195 World Tour Service Crew, I'd like to wish you a pleasant onward journey. It's got to be better than this. And thank you for flying with us today. I've been Captain Wilson. We've survived into Skopje. What's it? I've forgotten it already. We've survived the approach into
Skopje.
Skopje. And we live to tell the tale. Thank you, and see you again for the next one. I'll now go into the gate. We might as well have one more Macedonian tune for the hell of it. What a leg of the tour this has been. It's a very stressful leg of the tour. I just thought it'd be a quick little 15-minute flight, you know. And but here we are. Well, listen, the bottom line is, we're down. We're down. Let's enjoy this beautiful Macedonian music. Oh, God, this is dreadful. Right, anyway, to the gate we go, in one piece. Get in. Get in.